International plural rules silently defaults to other for most non-English locales, even when the number is 1, making it useless without manual fallback logic. Here's how to force it to return 1 or 2 reliably. Declares a constant in and assigns it the numeric value 1, which will be used later to evaluate plural rules across different locales. Instantiates an international plural rules object configured for the English locale and cardinal number type, storing it in n for use in determining plural categories based on numeric value. Instantiates an international plural rules object configured for the French locale and cardinal number type, storing it in fr to handle language-specific pluralization logic, such as the special case of 0 in French. Instantiates an international plural rules object configured for the Japanese locale and cardinal number type, storing it in ja since Japanese does not change form based on numeric quantity unlike English or French. Calls the select method of the previously defined in object with n as input to determine the appropriate plural category for English and logs it alongside the label and followed by the returned category string. Calls the select method of the fr object with n as input to determine the appropriate plural category for French and logs it alongside the label fr followed by the returned category string. Calls the select method of the ja object with n as input to determine the appropriate plural category for Japanese and logs it alongside the label ja followed by the returned category string. Declares a named function getFallbackPlural that accepts 2 parameters in and locale to compute a plural rule with custom logic that prioritizes specific mappings over international plural rules output. Within getFallbackPlural creates a new international plural rules object using the past locale and cardinal type for each invocation rather than reusing pre-initialized instances to ensure accurate rule selection per locale. Uses rules.select n to determine the canonical plural category for n in the given locale and stores it in rule variable for conditional fallback logic. Returns 1 if n is 1, 2 if n is 2, otherwise returns the standard plural category obtained earlier, implementing a simplified override that enforces English-like mapping for all locales regardless of actual linguistic rules. This statement moves the program flow forward and contributes to the final behavior of the code. Invokes getFallbackPlural with arguments 1 and fr to validate that even for French where 0 would normally map to 0, this function forces 1 when n is exactly 1 due to the explicit priority in its internal logic. Invokes getFallbackPlural with arguments 2 and ja to verify that although Japanese has no plural inflection and normally returns other, this function overrides the result by mapping n equals 2 to 2 due to its hard-coded priority chain. Always validate plural rules per locale, and use a fallback wrapper when you need language-agnostic singular/plural logic. Subscribe for daily coding videos.